afternoon. Welcome to CGTN, China Global Television Network, bring you live from UAE's capital, Abu Dhabi. And today we're showing you something very fancy, and you could probably already tell from the background that is the place we're going to visit today, and it's called Zayed National Museum. So it's called a national museum, but before that, I want to show you the architecture itself. But if you feel like that's not clear enough, we actually have a mini version. So there are actually 5 towers in total, and they're designed in the shape of falcon's wings. I don't know if you can. And then these wings, and more specifically, they're known as the feathers of the falcon. As you guys may know, falcons means very important to the UAE culture, because they, I bet you guys know that the falcons are the symbol and really a representation of the culture of the UAE. People here love falcon, and they even have falcon show. I don't know if we're going inside, sometimes they'll have this kind of performance going inside. But this more about this museum, this national museum. It is actually just opened on December the 3rd. So it's really just days ago. This is a newly opened, and of course the design. I just show you the architecture, and some people say the falcon shape does not really just a symbol of the design, but also it really represents something bigger, the sustainability. So as you guys know, right now it's winter time, so UAE is supposed to be at the winter time, but you know, the sunshine is so bright, they need like a place to really release out all the heat waves. And the design of that, because they have vents, all the heat waves can actually leave from that place, and all the cooler air can actually go inside from that place as well. Now is a big time. Let's go inside the museum and explore more. You would really love it, because from the outside you already know that this is a beautifully designed architecture, and inside you're gonna find even more really interesting stuff. And here is actually the symbol of their national museum. See, it's very artsy. I think it's very artsy. I don't read Arabic, but according to my colleague who speaks Arabic, this is actually an artsy way of writing the Zayed National Museum. All right, it's time. Let's go inside. Okay guys, so right now we are here inside the Zayed National Museum. Let me remind you, this is actually on the island called Zayed. I already bring out my cheat sheet. So this is the heart of the Zayed Cultural District. What does that mean? Zayed in Arabic actually means happiness, right? So this district is designed for a place to make people feel happy, and more specifically, they translate it to a place of enlightenment. So this is actually one of the world's most highest concentrated cultural experience place, with a lot of museums and also, you know, art institutions, also exhibition halls and educational institutions. So these are some of the, as I said, one of the highest concentrated cultural experience place, even across the world. And as you guys may know, the very famous the Louvre Abu Dhabi is also around this place, and the newly opened National History of Museum is also around the area. So this is a place where you can really get some kind of cultural experience. All right, it's time. Let's go inside. Okay, we're just gonna go from this side. Okay, take a look at the design. I think the aesthetics is amazing. The general color, wow, it's just beautiful. Like when you're talking about museum, oftentimes people link it with some kind of old artifacts, but here it's not the case. They are really combining modern with the latest combining modern with old experience. All right, let's go inside. Let's go from this side. Okay, just a while, we are going to go. Yes, I do have my band. Okay, thank you. So right now it's around noontime. There are quite a few people here, so I'll probably want to keep my voice down because we're traveling from outside to inside. And ooh, there is some kind of cultural experience right there. I think someone is giving us like a performance over there. Let's go out there, see what they have. So the museum offers like an interactive way of really giving people an immersive tour, combining the history and culture. They just finished the show. They just finished it. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna have another show, I think, coming up. But right now, let's take a look at this giant boat right here. The name of it, the show is starting. Okay. Let's take a look at the show first. So this is the traditional dance from the Arabs. You guys, maybe you can see their nets. These people are really doing nets. They're recreating the scenes during the old time when they're doing trade around the ocean and across all the coastline. So fishing was actually one of their industries that they're relying heavily on, also pearling, but these industries are actually declining after they find out that they actually have fossil fuels in this place. Very interesting performance, really gave us an immersive tour of what's happening in the past. As you can see, there are tourists also from across the world that are actually here just to see what the museum can actually offer. Okay, you guys, let's back to our topic about this boat. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this boat actually has a height of 18 meters. So this is actually a giant museum with 73,000 square meters. So I don't know if you can see, the height of this boat is actually amazing, all the way going up to the rooftop. Something really fun about this boat is, do you know that this boat has a name called Magan? That is the Arabic word for the word maritime, right? So it's 18 meters long. Okay, I'm with my cheat sheet right now. I want to give you every single detail correct. And there is no single nail to this boat. So it's all stitches by hand. It's actually rebuilt from the 4,000-year-old Mesopotamian recipe. They actually sailed it across the ocean. It took them 2 days to sail across the Arabian Gulf region. And the highest speed actually reached 5 knots. Shows really by the boat to really recreate the scenes when they are doing the fishing and even pearling industries back in the days. And as I said, this is a giant museum. It has 6 permanent galleries, all in honor of the late founding father of this country, of UAE. That's Sheikh Zayed. And the museum itself is also named after this late founding father. In every single galleries, you can actually find the traces of his heritages. And as he famously said, let me quote him, "If you do not know your past, then you cannot know your future." So now it's time that we learn about our past. And this is the second gallery called Through Our Nature. Let's go inside and see how the UAE is actually combining the modern technologies alongside with the past history. Let's go inside. Ooh, first off, the gate opens itself. Okay, you guys, I'll have to be quiet a little bit. I don't want to bother other people. But this really recreate the ancient scene of the old glacier. Take a look at this. The screen here is actually amazingly clear. You probably think this one is see-through, but there's actually glass. See? There's glass right here. So the screen are really, really clear. Okay, showcasing some of the ancient ecosystem here around the region. And these are the recreations for the glaciers. But right now, it's the big deal. You guys, let me introduce to you my favorite place of this museum. And that is 7 screens all together with a giant screen in the middle and 6 other on the side. Okay, as we know that this place is actually known for its deserts and also camels. Just stepping into this place, I bet you can feel that you are walking in a desert. You see, with all the camels walking on the side and their food as well. Really giving you that kind of immersive feeling of what it's like walking on the desert. Ooh. That is a tree that can actually survive in the desert. And take a look at the bulk. And that's a falcon right there. This giant screen, we didn't measure it, but I think it should be some 10 plus meters tall. Okay, that's a symbol of UAE. Some people actually own falcons at home because they really are an important part of their culture. Sunset games right now, guys, with all the camels walking. Okay, you guys, that's it for our dessert tour. And right now for some immersive experience. I think we can find here. Oh, and these are some of the ancient fossil fuels. See, remnants of the Test Ocean ecosystem, including the microorganisms, created layers of different sediment, and the fossils on display are from that ecosystem. Some really ancient artifacts here. Let me give you some information here. Right here, they actually have over 3,000 artifacts. And today, there are around 1,500 on display. And here we saw a very interesting screen right here. Maybe we can do some interaction with it. Let's see. Okay, English. I wish I speak Arabic, but I don't. Swipe to. Okay, let's explore. You guys, what do we want to choose? I'll go with this one. I just want to eat it. Oh, gotta start first. Oh my gosh. Okay, do you let me choose? No? Yes? It doesn't let me choose. I want to go with this one. Can I do it? Okay, no, we'll just follow the rules here. Let's take a look at the boat first, you guys. We just saw the actual version of this boat, and let's see what's so special about it. Explore. Okay, as I said, there's no single nail to this structure. So it really depends on the seasonal winds for them to move that boat, right? So during the ancient past time, seasonal weather patterns that make maritime trade possible. So that's how they trade. Really depends on the wind. You know, in Chinese, we have this word called, it depends on the sky to decide if you can eat or not. That's so ancient times. But today, they're really utilizing the modern technologies, and that's by winter turbines. This can really utilize the wind power and really transfer that to electronic or electricity. See, their wind turbine program was already generating power enough to 23,000. Ooh, we're seeing that again. Okay, great. I gotta get used to the new technologies here. Okay. Back. Okay. Can we do this fruit? I really want to try this one. Okay, we'll just go with this one then. This is actually a special plant here. It is well known here. This is the seed of a gray mangrove tree. See what's so special about the seed? So it is a kind of plant that grows in highly salty and low oxygen salt. Few other plants can actually survive to it. So their roots are actually expand really long to protect the coastlines by being washed away by tides and waves. I think they're gonna show us the roots. No? Are you gonna show us the roots? It supports a wide range of life, including birds and reef herons and some other kind of fish. Ooh, that's the roof. That's its roots down there. See, the fish are living by it. And this is a living condition for the mangrove. As I said, highly salted. And their roots actually help to bind together and stabilize the coastal. Ooh, so we know that that's the environmental benefits. What about my fruits? Okay, there we go. Can we see this one? Please? Please? No? Okay. We'll just leave it that to you. You guys should all come to this museum yourself and check out the fruits. So these are actually fruits that really represented a lot of the cuisines here in the UAE, including limes, pomegranate. They use that a lot. So these are really the symbol of the United Arab Emirates. And now, let's head outside. That's it for our gallery number 2. So this is actually a gallery really showcasing all the ecosystems of this country, or like dating back to thousands, even hundreds of thousands years ago. They're showing us glaciers and also plants that really supported this land for so long. Okay, what else? The gate is also open. It gives me a kind of feel that I own this place, but I don't. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, the show is still ongoing. Okay guys, I think it's time for us to really head up to the second floor and maybe explore more about what you're gonna. I think you guys are gonna love it because we find traces of some connection with China. Okay, let's walk from the stairs, you guys. So, excuse me. I don't know if you guys know, but October the 2nd is actually the national day of UAE. The 7 rulers of the United Arab Emirates, they actually gather here and watch the spectacular drone show together. And as I just said, 7 rulers of the United Arab Emirates. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you know what are the 7 Emirates? Okay. I'll give you 3 seconds to think about that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me test myself. So first is the capital, Abu Dhabi, and then it's Dubai. Third one is Sharjah. Fourth one, Ajman. Fifth one, Al Quwain. Sixth one is Ras Al Khaimah. And the last one. Okay, the last one. What is the last one? I always forget that one. Is it Fujairah? Yes, that's the one. Okay, I gotta visit this place, Fujairah. Wait for me. I need to visit this place. So anyways, these 7 Emirates really all together, they made up the whole United Arab Emirates, and they celebrated their national holiday just days ago. And this place is really a showcasing for all the history and culture of all the 7 Emirates, and even dating before that. And they were talking about 300,000 years of civilization. All right, it's time. As I said, there are 6 galleries in total. You can see there's 2 our ancestors and some other through our connections and also by our coast and to our roots. You guys can choose, so I'll choose for you. We'll go to this side, and that is by our coast. Let's take a look at the coastline, because I'm from Dalian, right? That's a coastal city in China. So I love the ocean myself. I gotta take a look at what they have to offer. As we know, right now we're here in Abu Dhabi. That's the capital of the United Arab Emirates, and that's sitting on the Gulf. So it is naturally that they are living by the sea, right? It is known for the beach life. So let's see what they can offer. Ooh. Go inside. By our coast. Let's see. What do we have? Ooh. I hear some sound over there. What is it? Ooh, it's actually from that screen. Oh, it's not from that screen. It's from this screen, I think. Did you hear? That's the sound of ocean and waves. Okay, guys, let's head over to the side because we see fewer people here. And here are actually artifacts showcasing their trade that they have done by the Maritime coastline, right? Here, there's, I think it's an instrument right here. It comes from the most ancient musical lineages. And sound is a distinct feature of the musical traditions across the Arab world. They actually have a place where you can listen to the sound. I just don't know where right now. But if we can hear about that, I'll show it to you guys. And guys, right here, that's the connection we're talking about with China. And it's the porcelain right here. Whenever you're looking at like stuff like this, it reminded you of China. And here you can even see the Chinese characters. I don't know if any of you guys speak any Chinese, but here it says 大明制造, right? Literally said it's built in the Ming Dynasty. It's actually... So this one is actually called glazed porcelain Longquan dish that can be traced back in 1300 to 1400 CE. And people are known it for its distinctive grain glaze. Can you guys see grain? Oh yeah, you can sort of see the reflection is kind of grain. And also the fragments of the similar ceramics have been excavated in the UAE. As I said, these are excavated in different parts of the UAE. And then you can see this specific one you're looking at right now, the dish. It's not a whole dish. It's missing fragments. So it's really from ancient dynasty. And the pagoda there, it really symbolized the Chinese culture. So these are things that actually found here in the UAE. There's one in particular is actually unearthed in Ras Al Khaimah. Let's see which one is actually. Okay, so number 7 is actually. Okay, let's see which one is number 7. Number 7 is excavated in Ras Al Khaimah. Okay, which one is number 7? Oh, it's the one you're watching right now. This half dish. It's actually unearthed in Ras Al Khaimah. So from these products, you can actually know that the maritime networks that we're talking about, they started this kind of trade even back in thousands of years ago. We're talking about stuff that's dated back to 1300 to 1400 CE, right? That was a long while ago. And they were doing trade with China even back then. Okay, guys, here comes another of my very favorite spot. And here, it's actually all the seasonings that you can possibly find here. And you can see this is cinnamon, saffron, black pepper, some of the very common ingredients and seasonings that we can find here. And here, if you cook Chinese dish, you know this, right? If you want to brew some kind of meat, you got to put this in, scar anise, and also ginger and lime. Interesting thing is, you can actually smell from here. That's the smell of lime. Wait, I gotta try this one. I like cinnamon, so I gotta try the cinnamon scent. Love it. I know a lot of you guys like cinnamon, but like another one is something that I really want to smell, cumin. If you like kebab or like Chinese lamb skewers, you like this scent. Okay, I need skewers today. Okay, I'm hungry right now. Oh my gosh. All right, some very interactive experience out here, but see the screen, it actually changes. So right now it's showcasing Vietnamese jar. Okay, so they're doing trade even back in thousands of years with East Asia. So they can trace that kind of artifacts from different parts of East Asia. And as much as I want to show you the entire scene of this museum, I think we'll probably need to end here because of time reasons. But be sure you guys take a look at the National Museum yourself. And once again, it's called Zayed National Museum here in Abu Dhabi. I think it's worth traveling here. Again, a combination of all the modern technologies with the ancient history. And I hope you're enjoying this tour. So I'll see you next time, and thank you so much for tuning in to CGTN. Bye.